Assalamu alaikum and good morning to the doctor. So I'm Tahir Sultan and I'm presenting my presentation about the topic dynamics of human behavior. So the introduction starts with the understanding what is the human behavior. Human behavior is a person's action or reaction in response to the internal or external stimuli situation. So behavior includes anything that we include our physical activities like speaking and facial expression and body gestures. And human behavior is anything we do which we can be observed in some way. In scientific research, human behavior is the complex interplay of three components: feeling, thinking, and action. And the thinking part mostly involved with the cognition, and feeling part mostly involved with the emotions. So towards the depth, we have to understand the theories of human behavior. And the theories of human behavior, the first theory is the classical conditioning. In the classical conditioning, the Russian psychologist and Ivan Pavlov gave classical theory. So what he do is he noticed the response, he analyzed the response of a dog with a ringing bell with the food. So what he do, he give the food and then the bell rings and then he stopped the bell, he give the food, and then the measure analyze the response of a dog. So what he does is that the humans are the humans they have the cognitive behavior. So the response is based upon what they what was the stimuli. So the next theory is about the open conditioning and learning theory. In this theory, the B.F. Skinner uses a chamber which has a reward inside chamber with the liver inside the box to press and gain the reward. So the food maybe is the water or something else. So what he recorded is that the recording instrument is placed outside the bottle. So the result find that because of the reinforcement action encourages a particular response. This is called open conditioning. So what does that theory tell us that open conditioning. So when the BF Skinner he analyzed the response of a rat in comparison to the food. So what he do is that the positive reinforcement. So he give the conclusion that there are two types of reinforcement. One is positive reinforcement, other is active reinforcement. So positive reinforcement will likelihood to perform the same action in the future, while with the negative reinforcement will decline the undesirable behavior. For example, we can see that if we can give the reward, so the action it gives it continues to in the future because and if the for example, if a children is not doing his homework, so if we do the homework, the parents will give him the reward. So what does it signifies that it will increase the likelihood of his doing the continues in the same activity in the future. If the children they does not do the homework, so the parents they give the punishment, so the it will likelihood that these undesirable behavior will not be happen in the future. So what is the next theory is about the social learning theory, which is given by the Bandora. It said that individual learning new behaviors through observing and initiation with others. The social retain the memory reproduce notices positive and negative consequence in response to the action. So what does that happen in the social learning theory is that the people they do interaction all over the day. So social learning theory is all about the interaction of human beings with each other. So the human beings they learn from the different experience throughout their life activities. So what in comes the experience is that what they will get in output. For example, if you buy something from the shop and that the things are not of good quality, so next time maybe we will choose next time we will choose better quality things. And the social learning theory is that things that were around us give us the message to learn the things. human behavior dynamics and relevance in such a field. So the insect is actually important that we can understand the emotional behavior of the people, why they behave different in certain conditions. While in the sociology is in the when it comes to the group, so how the people they behave and how they respond to some actions. That in the sociology, in the field of sociology, we can predict certain events and certain uh, behavior based on the understanding of the different peoples in different situations. So, understanding human behavior in marketing, that as we know, the world is uh, big. So, different countries they have different cultures. So, the attitudes and ideas. So understanding about the human behavior of the different countries, people in different areas of the world give us the idea how to do the good marketing. So the management is about the employees in the business, employees in the business. So as we know that increasing role of the woman in different activities will guide us about how the human behave under different situations. So understanding the human behavior in the field of management can give us how to tackle the employees, they give the employees the benefits so that they can perform better into the field. So the next is about the the factor that the shape the human behavior. It involves physical action, it involves observable emotions, body gesture. Human behavior can be changed due to new experiences, learning, social culture variation, biological and physiological process. So now we will discuss some dynamics of human behavior. The first is the psychological dynamic. As you can see from the picture, the motivation is the internal force that drives us to do activities. So that is very important for the for the for the human being. So the motivation, if a human being is not motivated in the workforce, he will not do the productivity. And if a person is motivated towards will the cognition sector, they behave, how they think and what are their thinking patterns and how they behave towards different things differently. You see that the certain activities, how the certain activities do the human's behavior to change to make them happy. Some activities they feel towards changing the human behavior, making them happy, while some uh, activities they do making them sad. So perception is about how we think about the others by understanding based on the social context or other people influence that give us the idea how we behave in certain different situations. The way we take the information from different sources depends upon the perception we think about that. Norms about the of the particular area. So the human behavior that is influenced by the social norms. Social norms is unwritten rules that are in the society and all the people they behave like that. So in different countries, the social norms are different. For example, in the Western countries, the social norms are different. And while in the Muslim countries, the social norms are different. The social norms give us the idea of understanding the human behavior across different cultures. So conformity is about the peer pressure that we get from the different people in the society. So conformity is that uh, the people due to the peer pressure, the people behave the same way that other people behave. For example, you go to the wrong society, this wrong group of people. You perceive the information based on the other people how you perceive the information. As you can see in the example that the people they are they they are hearing some noise, so the other people they are also putting hands on them because of seeing some helicopter or something. So obedience is about that gives the punishment in terms of if we do not do the certain task. So obedience is mostly from the boss or anything that is superior to someone. So obedience, the action must be performed. Otherwise, it will result in the punishment. For example, if parents uh, ask their children to do something and the children they doesn't perform the activities, so they that let parents to give some punishment to the children. So in that case, while in the workplace, if the boss gives the order to the employee, so employee if he does not obey his order of the boss, he will get some punishment. So the group dynamics is that in terms of the group, how the people they behave. For example, it has seen that if a university student enrolled in the university and the culture of the students around him is very good, he will be participate in the good and result in a good grade. While if a student go to the university and his group dynamics is not based on the work, so he will perform not good in the study. So same is in the case of employment. If a person if a person has all around of good people, he will behave very good. So the group dynamics give us the idea that if there is an innovation culture at the workplace, the other if a other person is also coming due to the group dynamics influence, people he also get the same output in that culture. And if the culture is not good in that case, the person who is coming, he also will let down due to the having not good culture. So the culture dynamics is about that in all over the world, different societies they have different culture. Culture is actually the set of transmittable information that cross from the and it is influence the cognition, effect, and behavior that is represented in the body and well in the artifact produced by people and passed from one generation to the next generation. So previous generation left behind physical evidence of culture. The culture is transmitted from social institutions like attitude, behavior, reading, and considering culture information value for distribution of internet is shaping the culture and transformation of culture is acting and the tech at a very at a very great level because the human is now more towards the digital media as well the internet. So the culture is transforming from the generation to the generation. About the interrelationship of with the environment that involve the factor that influence the change in the home activities. We discussed about environmental factors. So according to the United Nations, 5% of the world population live in urban areas that exerts pressure on the and that give us the noise pollution as well as poor air quality index that we have seen in the Pakistan. And people are in huge demand for privacy. So the activities of human is on the third, it affects the environment very badly as the production and agriculture industries are growing, so there is more pollution and the plastic waste. So that gives us problem to the change in the human behavior because if there is too much noise and pollution in the diseases, and it will lead to some headaches, pains, and lot of other problems that causes. So what are the technological dynamics? And we see that every individual now spend most of the time on the internet and the social media. Internet of things is increasing every day. So what does that mean is that it also gives us the information about lot of things in a very quickly time. So what that made me, but it's also some negative aspects as well that influence the human behavior. Like for example, if someone is using the internet, that will lead to depression and anxiety, as there are research says that in every individual's uh, they will check his mobile even after 12 minutes. So as time spending on internet is increasing year after year. So that lead to the very problem that lead to the eye strain, that the blue light that we will get from the mobiles and other electronic devices that uh, influencing the human behavior. And there is some slippage of uh, and there are unreal relationships that have lead to the change in the human decrease the uh, it, and online it will it will reduce the physical activity and it will increase the so there is ethical consideration. Ethical consideration is the called is ethics, and the ethics of society depend different and different condition. Ethical consideration, human rights, compliance, customer data protection, customer value, and sustainability. While the marketing ethics refers to the principle and value that guide the behavior of marketing, emphasizing honesty, responsibility, fairness, and respect for consumer and the society. An example of ethical marketing is fair pricing and advertisement do not exaggerate the benefits of the promoted product, while the unethical marketing practices may include sharing customers' information, the product or targeting emotionally vulnerable customers. As that we see that the companies that are based on the ethical marketing perspective, they have the more share value than the companies that does not follow the ethical marketing. So the ethical marketing of BMW involve responsibility, future respect, and trust, while the ethics include the honest respect and confidentiality and important in today because on the digital media. So there is they compare the product, as you can see in the example, the false advertisement that is from the different brands, what we see and what we see in the online marketing. So as we see in the example of Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, and Taco Bell, so what they see in the advertisement is not actually in the real. So the experience goes wrong. That gives influence the change in the human behavior. So marketing needs ethics, responsibility, and transparency. As you can see that the false advertisement is about the smoking advertisement. Smoking advertisement are unethical marketing because it is gives harm to the society. So the U.S. and other countries in the world they stop other place. So the people in the West like coffee, while Asian people like to take tea. The Chinese just like milk and milk products, while dairy products are an important part of the English diet. In Western European countries, economic factors are similar. They culture, the national play, and what they eat and how they eat, and what they buy, and the culture they see, and socially dwell modes of behavior. The culture places a religious education norms create a need for religious research and other related material. So the human behavior is different. So now in the example, we will discuss the interplay of dynamics across different. For example, the red, the Chad, Nigeria, and Germany, while the same color is considered positive in the as we see, and the yellow flower a sign of death in Mexico and infidelity in France, while the number seven is considered unlucky in Singapore, Kenya, and Ghana. On the other hand, it is considered lucky number in India more, while a triangle is a lucky sign in Hong Kong, Korea, and China for 40 signic number. So as you can see from the example that the of human behavior. And when it comes to the interplay of these dynamics, the different societies and different countries and different they behave according to their culture and they behave according to the different styles. So before we do understanding the human behavior in certain countries, it's very important to understand the human behavior. So, what are the implications of understanding human behavior in the fields such as marketing, management, public policy, and social sciences? Through a good understanding of the human behavior, which increase the increase customer satisfaction, consumer product across different culture, creating activity and recognizing employee consistency, celebrating perspectives and equity and inclusion programs, supporting employee initiatives, wellness programs encouraging open future. So, with the implementation of these all, we can understand the human behavior across different fields and we can generate a valuable answer. So, thank you very much. That's all for the presentation.